Hello everyone, and welcome to new Bitrix24 presentation. As usual, my name is Dmitry Davidov. I'm Bitrix24 Chief Marketing Officer, and I'm joined today by Alex Rabanok, the Head of Partner Marketing.
Yes, and we are ready to greet you here in a new presentation of new version of Bitrix24, and we are so excited to show you what we've been working for the last, I think, 6 months or even more.
Yeah. Some of the features have been in development for close to a year.
Yeah.
Okay, before we go into the presentation, let me start with a few numbers. Over 15 million companies have signed up with Bitrix24 since we started the service in 2012, and we have added one extra language that we support, which is Arabic for our customers in the Gulf region and other Arab-speaking countries. And the name for our new release is Bitrix24 Space. There is actually a lot that we put into this single word, and you will soon understand the reason why we decided to name our new release Bitrix24 Space. But before I go into this, I want to give you a brief insight into the thought process that our product developers have and what they are inspired by. What you see on your screen is a simple phone, and if you are as old as or older as I am, I'm 46-year-old, I just look young, I have actually used every single one of those devices, starting with the rotary phone. And surprisingly, I have never had to be trained how to use a smartphone or a mobile phone or a rotary phone. And this is the inspiration. I think this is the right model. Every year, our phones become more and more functional, yet they're very, very simple, easy to use. This is why we call it the evolution of simple. And the new interface is called Space Plus. You will soon see it inside your Bitrix24 that it's much more spacious, very airy. And there's actually, it's not just the visual choice, not just pretty design. There's a lot of functional things that have been included in new Bitrix24. This is what navigation now looks like inside Bitrix24. The menu is both horizontal and vertical for easy access. And this new simple and intuitive space is for every business. We think that Bitrix24 can help business of any size and in multiple industries, especially when we implement this simple and intuitive process. So I will be talking about how we're building collaboration in new Bitrix24 around messaging. And the reason for this is that in 2025, an app that is being used every single day, and I know that you guys agree because 90% of you have looked at your WhatsApp today, and if you didn't look at WhatsApp, you probably looked at Telegram. This is the model that we can use for collaboration because everyone intuitively understands how to use Messenger. Even my kids, my youngest, excuse me, who's 13-year-old, I had to visit school, the principal office, exactly because Messenger issues. And this is something that we can use to build Messenger-centric collaboration in Bitrix24. Prior, all of the collaboration processes were built around the feed and the activity stream. Now we think that adding more and more collaboration options in Bitrix24 around messaging helps a lot. However, you are still welcome to use the feed as your central access point inside your Bitrix24 accounts for yourself and for your customers. We will show you both ways. Basically, you decide to use what you feel most comfortable working with, but both options are available. Also, we are allowing our customers to personalize their Bitrix24 accounts both on a user level and on a company level. And you as a partner, I highly encourage that in every demonstration that you do with your prospective customers, you show them that it's very easy to enable and disable options for every single user. Admin can do it for everyone in the team.
Yeah, that's what a lot of companies actually wanted. It was a very big goal for us, a very big idea that the interface can be a little bit overwhelming, and especially when you start using Bitrix24, you can make your own left menu, and it makes you easier to implement it and start working with it actually.
Yes, and the company vibe, which is the start page for the company, can also be easily customized by any company for any company purposes. Also, we are introducing Martha AI Assistant to all Bitrix24 clients, paid and free. As you know, customer service, the proper customer service is reserved for partners and commercial customers only. This is because real humans are answering the questions, and they all take time, they all cost money.
Yeah.
Now with the introduction of Martha AI, we can provide AI-assisted customer service to free customers as well. And the next step is ability to interact with Martha AI with support questions via microphone, asking the questions and getting the answers. The changes in Bitrix24 interface and in the Messenger are implemented throughout the product in the web version and all of the operating systems that we support, both mobile and desktops, iOS, Android, Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Another word that we're introducing in this release is multi-space. You understand the play of words, space, multi-space, workspace. And the concept of multi-space is very easy to understand, especially for our partners who have been with us for a while, because you understand that Bitrix24 is a unified collaboration space where all of the tools are located in a single place. This is a very different approach from how everyone else works, because you probably use Zoom. Zoom is an online meeting and call-based workspace. You may be using Trello or Jira or Asana. You know that their space approach is different than people who use Dropbox or Google Drive or Microsoft Drive. Their workspace is different. Multi-space is a very easy to grasp and to explain concept, especially to customers, where you say the workspace, a single workspace, and there are multiple workspaces there, and you basically select whichever workspace you need to work with right now without having to switch between different tools right inside a single application and space plus interface. The advantages of the new space plus interface are listed on your screen. Let's get into collaboration, Alex.
Yeah, let's talk about collaboration space. Before we start talking about the new things as well, we need to understand that it's not about the size of the company, it's about the efficiency, how they communicate and how they collaborate. Companies come in different sizes, they can be small, they can be big one and huge. Everyone has their own problems, and it's all about efficiency. And we need to talk about new company structure. About half a year ago, I think we presented a new company structure. It's a cornerstone of every implementation of every user, of every company. Basically, it's a company structure, a chart where you can see all departments, all people who works where, who is in charge of every department. And this instrument was with us, I think, for ages, since we started.
Yep.
Yeah, and since we've renewed it in last year, we saw a lot of great feedback about it, and we understood that we need to do more. And the company structure is not only about seeing who works where, it's also about assessing rights and choosing the right instruments to work within the team. So we heard a lot of feedback, and we are presenting a new instrument is a cross-functional teams. So why do we need cross-functional teams in your Bitrix24? For example, you are starting a new big project where people from many departments are involved. So for example, you're opening a new branch and you need someone from legal department, someone from HR, someone from financial. They're still working in their respectful departments, but they're working on this big project, which is temporary, but still a huge work. And now in the company structure, you can create these new cross-functional teams where you just add people from other departments, you choose the supervisor, the deputy supervisor, you also grant rights and choose the right instruments to communicate. You can use chats, you can use channels, you can use collabs. So yeah, it's a new, very new item in our new company structure with ability to work with people from different departments and they still remain in their respectful departments.
Yeah, you guys asked for it and this has been implemented in Bitrix24.
Let's talk about Messenger a little bit. As Dmitry said, it's a very important, it's a cornerstone of every company where they communicate, and Bitrix24 Messenger got it all. You can call there, you can make group chats, you can open channels, you can share your screen, share files, you can do almost everything. But yet we needed one more scenario where if you're working with a bigger team, you need to collect opinions a little bit faster. You need to evaluate the ideas a little bit faster. So that's why we decided to add one more instrument, which are polls. So polls in chat, when you create chat, you will be able to create polls with different options, and people in your chat, they will answer the question, they will choose the option that they like, and your chat will collect it. Interesting that if you want to ask people from another chat, for example, you talk to one group of people and you want to collect more opinions, you can redirect this poll to another chat and still collect opinions.
That's a very cool feature.
Yeah. Why do we need it? First of all, obviously it's voting in board of directors. I think they will like this idea a lot. You can evaluate ideas, you can just explore something new, or just ask people about something not connected to your work, like gifts or anything else. Important to highlight that the polls can be public and they also can be anonymous. We know that many people are afraid to answer honestly if the question is not anonymous, so yes, we can create it in polls, and now this great instrument is in Bitrix24 as well.
Data can be exported to Excel for processing and analyzing.
Maybe collecting it and processing it later. Also, we added auto deleting in messages in chat. Of course, it's about safety, it's about security. If you're working with sensitive data and you want the information to be held for some time and then to be deleted, like we're showing you right now. We are creating a chat and we are setting up a time that the information will be in chat for an hour. We got an hour to work with this information and then it will be deleted forever. It's very good for the information that is sensitive. It's very good for the information that, for example, can be quickly outdated. Like in 2 hours, this information is we don't need it anymore.
It's a legal requirement. If you work with personal data, you cannot store it forever. So rather than having to delete personal data manually, you can simply set it to be deleted automatically in 30 days, and you're fully legally compliant.
Yes, so once again, it's about safety, it's about privacy, it's about security. Your data is secure with Bitrix24. And we had a lot of improvements in Messenger. We just have different, like 3 slides for new improvements. We need to highlight a couple of them.
3 more after 3.
So we are now supporting new picture-in-picture calls. We have created, could you show previous slide one more time? Because I want to highlight a feature that was massively asked about, is pinning multiple messages. Right now you will be able to pin several messages in one chat and just go back to them quicker. We did a great job working with files, working with information in chat. It now works faster, and the process of working with files is a little bit more natural, a little more understandable the way we work in all the messengers right now.
And that goes for the desktop messenger, the web messenger, and the mobile messenger. Pretty much we go in parallel, and when we make improvement.
Yeah, so now the process is much smoother, much faster, both in your web version and in mobile version, of course. We understand how many of our customers work only in mobile versions. So for us, it only makes sense to make more improvements in the mobile version as well.
Okay, let's go into Bitrix24 collabs. As you remember, this was a new concept introduced a little while ago for interacting with external users. I know that there are partners with Bitrix24 who are watching this presentation who have been with us for a long time. They remember words like extranet and extranet workgroups. And collabs are basically looking to replace the old way of working with external users and offer modern tools, which is basically you're interacting with your external customers or maybe subcontractors or
remote workers,
workers who are not your employees. And you basically use chat interface, but it also has tasks, has files, it has calendars. And about half of all professional plan users at least tried collabs, and a little less than half, 44% of enterprise clients are using collabs as well. Obviously, enterprise clients are more conservative, but we're very happy to see that collabs are getting more and more popular with our customers. And I know that you guys, partners, are providing a ton of feedback that we are passing on to our developers. Again, the major advantage of Bitrix24 is collabs, is you are interacting with external users while keeping all of the information data inside your company Bitrix24 account.
So you basically divide the information that you want to show to them and you want to hide from them. Once again, we always talk about the security, we always talk about privacy of the information, and collabs is a great instrument of still working together, but still having the opportunity to divide the information from different groups of people.
A few more slides about our Messenger mobile apps and importance of security. If you guys do presentations for enterprise type clients or government organizations or financial industry, banks, insurance company, make sure you stress all of the security advantages that Bitrix24 offers. One of the reasons why it's a very good idea to have your own company messenger and not rely on WhatsApp or Telegram for communications or Viber or Facebook Messenger is because you have probably seen spammers, you have seen scammers. This never happens inside Bitrix24 because only your company employees, the verified employees, are there, and that's a huge advantage of using Bitrix24 Messenger for your company. If you have a smartphone, if you've enabled biometric authentication via Face ID or fingerprints, we now support this option for mobile app as well. Obviously, all of your calls and all of your video chats are fully encrypted. And another advantage that you guys, partners, should pass along to customers is that once you register with Bitrix24, make sure you download the mobile app, because not only it gives you the access on the go to all of Bitrix24 tools, it can also help you with other things like logging into your accounts. Human memory fails, we all forget things. If you are logged into your mobile account, you can log into the web version of the desktop by simply scanning the QR code. The mobile app also works as the second factor in two-factor authentication. I'm sure that you guys seen this type of interface in other applications. When you log in, your mobile app asks you to confirm that, yes, this is really you. You click one button or you do swipe, and this protects you from phishing and other things. Message auto deletions, we've already mentioned. There is also an option to create a chat or group chats where you can prohibit taking screenshots. Again, this is for sensitive issues, for documents where you want to make sure that no one can take screenshots of communications that happen inside Bitrix24. This is now available. And here is a summary of Bitrix24 security options that you absolutely should stress when talking to enterprise level customers and customers who have extra security concerns. Okay, let's move on to Bitrix24 Sync, which is our video calling, online meetings, and video conferencing platform. It has one major advantage over Zoom and other platforms because it is available for free with no time limits, and it's an online calling system that actually calls.
It actually calls.
There you hear a ring on your smartphone or your computer, because again, I've been late to Zoom calls and Google Meets on multiple occasions because you don't keep track time, and then people send you an email, hey, are you there? This doesn't happen with Bitrix24 Sync. It's a huge advantage. And we see in the usage numbers that this advantage is appreciated by our customers. Almost 100,000 calls, meetings, and video conferences happen in Bitrix24 every single day. So what's new here? We have implemented a new connection technology that connects all callers on a call at the same time. It's 100% faster. That's why it's called Quantum Connect. We are working on our goal to achieve 1,000 simultaneous callers or participants. We're not quite there yet, but we have successfully passed the 300 mark. We have tested, and we now support stable phone calls with all of the features for 300 callers. And because more and more customers are using Bitrix24 as a traditional video conferencing and webinar platform, standard options like enabling, disabling microphones, cameras, this is also available now in Bitrix24 Sync. And again, as we promised, we do all of the changes in parallel, web version, desktop, and mobile. The mobile sync has been updated as well. Now you have this tile structure where all of the callers, participants are available on a screen. If there are more than 8, you can swipe through them, and you can see, even if it's 100 participants, they are accessible. And our AI assistant, Bitrix24 Copilot, is integrated into the mobile sync as well.
Yeah, talking about Copilot, one of the key elements of calls in Bitrix24 is follow-up. So basically, AI analyzes your call, gives you recommendations, how can you become better, and give you the stats, how effective the call was. The instrument that with us, I think, for half a year, and I cannot even imagine a call without it. It gives you so much information and helps you get better on a daily basis after every single call. So what are we having new in Copilot follow-up? Right now, one of the big features is now you can pause and resume working with Copilot during a call. So for example, once again, you're working with a sensitive data and you don't want this information to be collected even by Copilot. You don't want it to be saved anywhere. Now you can pause the Copilot, you can work with this information and then resume it, and it won't be saved. Or maybe you can even delete it after the call. Like, I think you and I had a lot of useless calls, and after that you just, I don't want to remember that.
No, with you, I only have productive calls. It's the other people.
It's the other people, of course. It's always the other people. Yeah. And we also added a new reasoning model for communication analysis. It gives you a little deeper understanding of your call. It now can understands you a little bit better, and the recommendation that it gives actually much more detailed and much more helpful. So a lot of new tools in our communication space, in our messenger, updated messenger, a new video conferencing, updated Copilot follow-up, new collabs, and a lot of new features in chats, syncs. That's great. Now let's talk about office space. Bitrix24 Documents, a vital instrument for many companies, especially bigger ones who want to transition from using third-party tools to using documents inside Bitrix24. You can create documents and just work with them like you do in many other services, like we used to do before. But now you can do it exactly inside Bitrix24. You can work with a team, you can simultaneously edit the same documents, you can see who works on what. It's a crucial document for many companies.
We know that for partners, it's a very important tool because anytime anything breaks down, we hear from you guys immediately what's wrong with the documents, bring it back online now.
Yeah. So previously, we had 3 types of Office documents: your text documents, your presentation, your spreadsheets, and now we are adding the 4th element, that are boards. So what are boards? Boards is like a mapping space. So for example, if you're working on a new project and you need a new like a blank sheet where you can evaluate ideas or discuss them with any other interface, you can create a new board with any template that you want to, and just do whatever you want there. You can discuss ideas, work with your whole team. The process of working with the board depends on what your goal is and what templates are you choosing. But this is a great instrument that we're talking about new hybrid work or remote work, so everything will be possible to do from anywhere that you're located.
And we are giving 17 most popular templates for online boards so that you can use them right away.
Yeah, it's very important to understand what's the key difference between using Bitrix24 boards and many other boards, because a lot of other products allow you to do probably the same. You can work with templates, you can co-edit with your team. However, with Bitrix24 boards, all the information is collected on your Bitrix24, it's under your control. You can grant the access rights to all the people that you want to. And for example, if a person is dismissed, they will automatically not have the access to these boards, so they won't be able to do damage to your system. And of course, Bitrix24 is an all-in-one space. If you can use all the instruments and all the tools, you won't need the third-party boards.
Yeah, and you can jump on a call without switching from boards onto video conferencing.
Yeah.
So you can, in Bitrix24, you can do this.
You can share this board while you call and evaluate idea while you're talking with your teammates.
Yeah, or you can do screen sharing and
Sure.
during the calls. So that's something that's very easy to do. Okay, let's move on to Bitrix24 tasks and projects. Again, a reminder that Bitrix24 is a methodology agnostic system, which means that we strive to support as many different ways to work with tasks and projects as possible. We support regular Kanban board, we have Gantt, some of us are Agile and do Scrum. So basically, Bitrix24 allows you to work with tasks and projects in any way, shape, or form that you are most comfortable with. And this is a very important figure for Bitrix24 partners, because almost 9 out of 10 of our highest tier plans, Bitrix24 Professional and Bitrix24 Enterprise, work with tasks and projects. I know that you guys, a lot of partners, I shouldn't generalize, prefer to work with CRM, because this is where your application of your labor is most valuable. There is more things to customize. However, we do now have markets where my marketing team, brings more registrations for tasks and projects than CRM and sales automation. It's very important that you understand how to work with those customers, and that there is a place for a partner here as well to use tasks and project as your entryway into automating the entire business, not just the sales part. So let's see what's new inside Bitrix24 tasks and projects. Here on your screen, you see the simplified task creation form, which is something that's very easy to use. It's great for things. If you have one person doing the task, you want the task to be created quickly, this is something that can be done easily in Bitrix24. Of course, the full form is still available inside Bitrix24. And you can also work with task comments via the chat interface. This is another innovation that I think many of you will appreciate, when you can see comments as chats. So the quick tasks is the stage 1. So this is something that has been implemented and released to our partners. A lot of you guys are asking us to provide roadmap, what we are planning. Stage 2 and Stage 3 are planned for later this year, and they mostly have to do with implementing more AI features, including the voice interfaces with AI. Okay, let's talk about AI. The name for our AI assistant is Copilot. That's what we call it in Bitrix24. No resemblance to Microsoft. It just happened to be the same name. And honestly, and over 100,000 Bitrix24 accounts are now using Copilot worldwide. And again, the larger the company, the more serious, the more employees, the more reliant they are on AI assistants, because they understand both necessity, advantage, and the value that AI assistant Copilot offers.
It basically saves a lot of money and a lot of time for your employees, and the bigger the company, the bigger the save will be.
And we also developed our own AI model called Bitrix24 Chat GPT. It's an improved open source model that also now relies on reasoning. This is the trend with all AI models, large language models. The reasoning models provide better results because they are able to, through reasoning, to find mistakes that they make. We have a dedicated team that works on that, and a dedicated infrastructure, because whenever you work with AI models, they use a ton of servers and storage and chips and all of those things that NVIDIA makes billions on right now. So we have both the team that's dedicated to development and infrastructure for working with AI models. However, our advantage is that we use open architecture, which means that we give our customers a choice of which AI models they want to use. If AI system has API access, it can be easily connected to Bitrix24. That's one of your partner advantages. You can basically demonstrate different results when working with different AI systems. Chinese systems like DeepSeek and Qwen have been recently recognized as one of the cutting-edge models.
Yeah.
And we still don't have an answer which is the leading model right now. And it could be that different AI system, different models are better for in one industry, and there will be other industry-specific models that work best for other industries. So the open AI architecture helps you select, and the customers, the best AI system to use. And this is the screenshot of the interface where you can see which model has been enabled inside your cloud or on-premise instance. And this is where you can change it if the implementation, the connection has been if that work has been done. So this is the summary of Copilot improvements inside Bitrix24. And we're moving on to...
Yeah, a very big block, a very big space, as we call it right now. We're going to talk about CRM, we're going to talk about booking, and we're going to talk about automation. The big idea, the big goal for us was to create AI-supported scenarios. They go far beyond just content generation. We're talking about not only text, not only pictures, but actually like AI that does something. And now we are presenting AI agents and workflows 2.0. In a nutshell, what AI agent is. So for example, you want AI to do something with your Bitrix24. You can talk to it, and it's basically your digital workforce or digital employee, how you want to call it. They are more autonomous, they have more function, and they are actually much easier and more natural for us to communicate with them. First, before we're talking about AI, let's see the new workflows design. It's done using null technology, so you don't need to add to the scheme all the blocks of automation as we had previously. Right now, you just add it to the board, and then you just create these connections where you just show how this workflow will perform. You can connect different activities, different events, and that's exactly much easier and much more understandable way of how you can create this automation. You don't need no specific studying before.
This is, low code, no code, but that was human done. That's what you guys as partners had to do before.
Yeah, let's see how we're gonna do this with Marta AI. So you're gonna write in the chat with Marta AI what you want and how you want your Bitrix24 to be automated, and Marta will create this automation with Workflows 2.0, and she will.
It will.
It will. It will. Yes, it will help you. It will discuss with you how you want to perform, maybe other tweaks that you want to add to this process, and then you can publish and just have a new workflow. Also, the big thing with working with automation is debugging. So for example, you're working with a new process and it doesn't work, and you have some logical errors. You can write Marta that something went wrong. It will analyze, it will tell you what's wrong, give you the advice what can be done, or it will ask you, can I do it? And Marta will fix the working wrongly process
I'm
for
sure
you.
that partners will appreciate this the most, because
Absolutely.
the creation of workflows is much faster if you have written instructions, and debugging is a big part. So now the bugs are found for you. Your customers don't have to struggle through them.
It's much easier for you. Like when we're talking about AI agents, actually, I can see our chat is exploding with emotions right now. This is great.
Are you sure these are real human beings? Maybe partners are just.
We are all AI right now.
Maybe those are flattery AI agents.
So yeah, AI agents and workflows. You don't need no code or just low code. They are all integrated with Bitrix24 tools, not only with just automation, but they will also be integrated with many other instruments of Bitrix24. And also it will cover a lot of different scenarios, like we got your Marta AI, but then you can create customer service AI agent, maybe AI agent for processing leads, and many, many other scenarios of using AI, making your life easier and making your client's life easier. So yeah, AI agents in Bitrix24, they can also be connected to external system, and of course they support the MCP protocol, so you can do a lot more with them. AI agents is a crazy feature, and for us, we understand it's a strategic line of development for our company for this year and for, I think, many years to come. Because AI is here and AI is going to be with us, and we just need to utilize this properly to make our work more efficient.
You should probably check chat whether there is any disappointment on this slide, because what we've showed you, this is actually coming in the fall of 2025. But you guys, again, you ask us for the roadmap, and some of the elements of the roadmap that has already been planned, approved, and scheduled with the product team and our developers.
Yeah, sure.
This is something that is going to be implemented on the promised timeline. Okay, let's continue with CRM. Again, Bitrix24, among other things, has a classic, boring, old-school customer relationship management with stuff like leads, deals, contacts, invoices, telephony. All of those things are available in Bitrix24. Again, I know that a lot of you partners, I've seen your names, you guys have watched our presentations for 5 years, 10 years. You are very familiar with the slide. It started as 5 out of 5, then 6 out of 6. With the addition of BI Builder, Inventory Management, and Copilot, it's a 7 out of 7 CRM that covers pretty much every need that a business might want from a CRM system, from contact center to support to automation. And the current 3 most popular AI scenarios that are implemented in CRM are mostly connected to telephony, transcribing, processing, and auto-filling, auto-completing CRM fields, as well as analyzing phone calls to see how close sales agents are, or how far they're sticking to or veering from the actual sales scripts. Today we are going to show you two new AI-based scenarios that I'm sure that you guys and your customers will love. It's important to understand that for many businesses, and you may see it in your own partner business, that a chunk of your revenue, over half, comes from the existing customer base. So for many businesses, it's crucially important that in order to achieve the desired revenue growth, you need to sell to the same customer multiple times. So this is what repeat sales are about. And another scenario that we're going to cover is AI-guided CRM setup, which means that a person who knows very little or nothing about Bitrix24 or maybe even CRM itself registers an account, and their CRM is set up automatically by AI after providing a simple instructions. Now, before we go into this is the scenario for repeat sales. Basically, AI will look into the customer database. We're thinking about this analysis is going to happen at night, every night.
Yeah.
And identify opportunities for repeat sales. I will give you the exact criteria a little bit later on. Because repeat sales are complicated, it's best to allow AI to do it for you, and you will soon see how it's done. And again, the fully set up CRM, if you do it manually, even the experienced partners know that an hour is probably conservative.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
it's an optimistic plan.
It's an optimistic for basic CRM with very basic things. If you talk automation, if you talk WhatsApp marketing, telephony, email marketing, it can take several days, and it can be a continuous work.
Yeah.
But there is at least the introductory setup can be done by AI literally within 1 minute. Basically, AI will ask you a few questions about which industry you're from, what you're selling, where your customers are from and coming from, and then the CRM, both the pipeline and the forms can be set up automatically. AI can add an extra step and a stage in the funnel, or remove it, or rename it. So in this example, there's a company was selling air conditioning units and installing them, and by simply provided instructions, the pipeline was created and CRM forms were modified. So for repeat sales, every business is different.
Sure.
There are businesses that rely on annual subscriptions, where a sale happens once a year. That's common in insurance, for example. There are monthly subscription types businesses. So for repeat sales, AI will look for customers who are coming up on the year that when they're supposed to renew, or they're supposed to renew their monthly subscription. Also, the lost customers, people who have been purchasing from you in the past and then stopped buying, or sleeping customers that you no longer hear from. So all of those segments are potential for repeat clients, and AI will automatically generate repeat sales for those customer segments in the beginning. So in addition to the 3 common AI scenarios, the 2 new ones are also coming this fall: the setup and AI for repeat sales. And obviously, you guys provide a ton of feedback for CRM, and usually there's at least 10 or 15 or 20 minor features that have been fixed or improved or added. So that you see on your screen, that more improvements in CRM are also. We're not only working on AI. Obviously, we are forward-looking. We understand that it's critically important to do those things and do them in the timely manners. But boring things like custom display options for field sites are also added. So that's in CRM.
Well, I wouldn't say they're boring, they're necessary.
Well, unfortunately, yes.
Yeah,
but
for someone maybe, yeah. Okay, let's talk about booking space. One more space that we have in Bitrix24. So booking is the instrument that we use to use all our resources, just to all that we have, use all our specialists, use all our experts, all our resources that we have in our company, and to connect them with CRM. So you create these forms of working with booking, and you can just utilize all the resources that you have.
Lots of industries use appointment scheduling, or resource booking is just a fancy word for, you need to schedule your haircut or a dentist appointment or hospital anytime there's a slot and a specialist and a customer.
Bookings comes handy.
Yeah, that's what booking is.
So yeah, we got a lot of feedback about this instrument, and now we're presenting to you a new booking. So right now, your clients can book their own appointment via a link that you can send to them or put on your website or in your ad. They fill out the submit form, they choose the proper time for them, and they will also be able to even pay online, which is amazing.
That's great.
So let's look about a new booking form. So you can add this form to your website or your ad. Your client will choose the time or specialist that they want to visit, put all their information, and the data will be collected and processed in your CRM. So if previously you had to talk to customer, for example, on the phone, and simultaneously you have to input a data, well, your managers probably. So right now your clients can do this for you, and it's much more convenient way. For example, you send them link in Telegram, the same process. Your customer chooses the time, chooses the specialist, and all the information is collected in your CRM. The same goes with landing pages. You, for example, want to do a haircut, and you're going to go to a website of your hairdresser, and you just choose a time, choose when you want to go, what the day, the time, and yes, and also if you see, you will get the notification that you have this booking. So everything works amazing. Once again, 3 most important scenarios. You can send booking form to your clients via Messenger. You can put the form on your website, and you can put the links of booking directly in your ads. So everything works much faster. It's a much smoother and understandable scenario. It's much easier for your clients, again, to make a decision what they want to do. Let's talk about creating form. Creating form is very simple. You just create a proper type of form that you want to have. Then you fill out the resources. For example, for us, it's going to be specialist, or for many companies, it's going to be something new. You add fields that you want your customer to fill out when they submit the form. And you also choose the process, how this information will be handled in your CRM, whether you want to create lead or you want to create deal. That's how you choose the scenario. And of course, you just can make your form look pretty.
Yeah, and you even get a QR code, which is, again, crucial for customers with mobile phones. You simply scan QR code.
Yeah, and maybe you can test it. Let's talk about types of booking forms. Where there are 3 types of forms. You can choose it when you start creating the form. The type of form that you need depends on the business that you're working with. For example, for some businesses, you need a specific specialist, like you go into the dentist or you go into a barber. You're going to go to a special person, you're going to go to a specific person, you're going to go there in a specific time. But for many businesses, your customer doesn't really care who you're going to...
Yeah, like changing tires.
Changing tires.
You don't say, I want Gary.
Yeah.
It
doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You just want your job to be done. So whenever you create a form, start with choosing a proper type of form. It's going to make you an easier process and just get a better results with using forms. Now let's talk about booking forms with payment. As we told you, it's a great feature that many businesses need. Because
people can book for free, but in some businesses you need to pay upfront in order to reserve your space.
So all that again going to be saved to your CRM. We support local payment system. Now again, like a more polished scenario where you can make a booking and just pay upfront. Yeah, you said it properly. You said it correctly. if you don't take payments up front, you're gonna create a good notification system, because we want your client to actually come and use your service. So,
and people forget, you have to reminder.
you have to reminder, yeah. Even if they've done everything, there is a very big chance that your customer is gonna forget that they're having a booking. So when you create a form, you choose a time and a moment and a text what you're gonna send to your client. They submitted a form, they got a notification, yes, we got your booking, we are waiting for you. If you made a notification a day prior, your client will get notification tomorrow you're having an appointment. Don't forget about it, maybe in an hour. So you are always sure that your customer is going to come, and your customer never forgets about their appointment. It's all used to utilize your resources 100%, and we have many more features in our booking, so it makes you even more efficient. Now, Bitrix24 booking, a great new scenario. Overbooking and waiting lists are features that also help you to be even more efficient. Reminders that help you never miss a client and the client never forget you. And of course, online booking with payment, a new finished, polished scenario that we are really proud of, and we think that Bitrix24 booking is going to be even better scenario than it was before.
Yeah, and we've mentioned that notifications will be sent out via WhatsApp and SMS.
Yeah.
Probably WhatsApp will come out first, because with SMS providers we have to re-sign a new contract, which is legal things that may take a few days. But both options will come out at certain point, and again, this is a huge advantage to customers, because reminders work, they're absolutely necessary. Okay, we are moving on to the final part of our presentation, BI Builder, which is our own built-in system for working with business intelligence, analyzing data that is available inside Bitrix24. The longer the customer uses Bitrix24, the more valuable BI Builder becomes. But again, if you are a partner doing a demo, in addition to showing customization, in addition to mentioning security advantages that Bitrix24 offers, also show the real BI reports, maybe from the dummy data, or from previous projects, so that customers are able to understand how valuable BI Builder is. Because this is from our last presentation, the number of dashboards that are created inside Bitrix24, and by the way, most of those are generated by partners, not by customers, because it does require partner input. It's growing by leaps and bounds. So what's new in our BI Builder? Basically, we finished things that we promised we would do, or about to make them release, and this is the permission settings for who can do what with BI reports. Also, the flow efficiency report that we promised is also out, and the consolidated reports are available inside Bitrix24 BI Builder. Again, it's very important to stress to your customers that the quality of decisions that is made based on data is much higher. And BI, now our BI module works not only with CRM data, that was the starting point.
Yes.
It can also work with tasks and project and flow data as well, in order to analyze all of the data that is available inside company. And again, you can use custom formulas if you know how to work with SQL queries. All of those things can be done, and we can also import third-party data into our BI Builder. Most commonly, it's from things like Meta or Google Ads. But again, any comma-separated value data can be imported and analyzed in Bitrix24. So that was new Bitrix24 Space. Actually, it's great to hear your feedback. Do you understand now why it's called Space? And tell us whether you think that it's a good name for this release, or maybe you have your own suggestions. And I'm going to stay on this slide for about 30 seconds, maybe to a minute, because it's a summary of all of the things that are part of Bitrix24 release Bitrix24 space. As usual, well, maybe I should have kept this suspense.
You spoiled it.
Pretend you didn't hear anything. Yeah. Let's talk about new Bitrix24 pricing.
Oh, what about the pricing?
The prices are staying the same. As usual, the premium features are reserved for Bitrix24 professional and enterprise clients. Obviously, the interface has to be made available for everyone because it's changed for everyone. And Martha AI, the support agent that answers questions about Bitrix24 platform, is available to everyone, including the free customers. This is something that our partners will love.
Yeah, of course, like we're talking about prices. We are having a big June sale that's connected to our new release. Your customers will get 2 extra months for free if they purchase through you. They can purchase professional or enterprise plan. It's for first-time cloud subscription or clients upgrading from a lower tier plan, and it's only for annual billing. So yeah, it's a new sale, and
exclusive sales for partners, because this deal is only
for partners,
only available through partners. Customers who will buy from us will not be able to get the same deal, so it's important for you to communicate. You're going to have a few days once the features come out. Contact your backlog of prospects. Tell them, hey, I want you to show you new Bitrix24, and mention that this deal can be, they can take advantage of this deal only through a partner. They cannot get the same deal from us.
Yeah, it's a valuable deal and a great starting point for many companies.
Okay, on to the timeline. Many things that we've talked about are already released. Well, they will be released to customers tomorrow. You've probably recognized that some of the features were available to partners through early beta testing in May. Things like new follow-up has been available. The most awesome AI agency workflow related things are coming in the second half of this year. I want to thank all of our developers, designers, people who managed this broadcast. Thank you everyone who helped with Bitrix24, and thank you guys for watching our presentation. I guess we are ready to switch to the Q&A session, right?
Yeah, we can start the Q&A session. We still have time. Before we start with Q&A, actually I've never seen our chat being so active. Guys, you had a lot of questions. I've seen our colleagues already answering some of them on the screen. Of course, it's really nice to hear your feedback, especially about AI agent. Like, honestly, it was an explosion in chat. Everybody was so happy, so excited about this feature.
Did anyone come up with a name better than Space?
No, actually, not yet. Guys, we thought you can do better. All right, we can start with the Q&A sessions. Of course, guys, we cannot answer every single question. There's so much of them, and we don't have so much time. We're going to have to answer several questions and get going.
Does Copilot follow-up support all languages?
That's a good question, because, for example, if you speak on different languages, if you're talking about the detailed summary that Copilot gives you after the call, it will use the language of your portal. However, if you're talking different languages, the transcription will be done the way you're talking it. So, for example, if we're talking on a German portal, the summary will be done in German. But if we are speaking French while being on German portal, the writing, the text of the call will be done, and the transcription will be done in French.
Okay. What's the next question? It was announced that groups will become collabs later. Are we going to get rid of groups at all?
Well, I wouldn't say that we're planning it in the nearest future, but we definitely see the popularity that collabs have, the good feedbacks that we have, and it can make possibly to simplify the interface of Bitrix24 and just having collabs, just having a better new feature. But for now, we are not planning it. We are not planning it in the nearest futures, but we're definitely thinking about it. We definitely can consider
And
it.
if you have any feedback, whether you prefer collabs or work groups, they both need to be. Make sure you take advantage of ability to use the chat. Tell us what you think, and we will pass this on to our dev team and our product developers.
Yeah.
What will happen with already existing business processes after a new editor update? I guess that's the question. Once those AI workflows.
Well, nothing happens with them. The process will continue to work the way they worked. Of course, with the renewed design, they will look differently, but the process the same. We are not going to break the workflow of any company. Of course, they will be the same as they were before. Nothing bad will happen. Actually, I've seen a couple comments in the chat that the space is just the best name possible. So yeah, thank you for your feedback.
I guess the next release is going to be called Space 2, then Space 3, Space 4. It makes our life so much easier.
Yeah.
Can Copilot transcribe calls only using standard fields or with custom fields as well?
Yeah, I think we're talking about the call transcription in CRM. Of course, the deal forms are always different. You can create your own forms. And if the Copilot sees even a custom field that's appropriate to be filled with information from the call, it will do it. So it works with your basic fields, but also with the custom fields that you create. It will analyze the whole card and see where this information is more appropriate. And now with a better model that we are adding, it will work even better than before.
A new AI assistant is so powerful, and it looks like it will be even more useful for clients. Does it threaten partners?
That's a great question, and I've seen many partners already answering like they want it to be faster. This is a great instrument for partners. Well, we got to understand that this is a great instrument for the clients who are not planning to work with your partner. But for many of you, it will cover all the basic scenarios. Martha can cover basic scenarios. It won't dive so deep into process of your customer. It won't make it so specific. So for you, it's maybe like a filter for a bigger projects, for getting better results. And also it's a great tool for you to train your team, to help your team get better. So Marta, once again, as we're always talking about AI, it's not your enemy, it's your friend. It's a great instrument for you to get better projects and just get better results for your customers.
Can we add the price of the service in the booking form?
Yeah, of course. It's a great question. Like the booking form right now.
We've added online payments, so basically it's generally a good idea how much you're going to be paying. So it's
not a good surprise to give to your client. Yeah, basically you can add any information that you want to. As we showed you with creation of booking forms, you add as much fields and as much information as you want to. It can be prices, time, specialist or expert they're going to. So any information that can help your customer make a decision to use your services, you can put it on your booking form and it will work amazingly.
Great. Some businesses book slots for an hour, some for just 5 minutes. Can we create form for both needs? That's like different durations on the same booking form? Or?
Probably yes. Yes, I think we can do it. For example, some bookings can take like longer time periods that you wanted to. Like for example, if you're talking to a customer and your usual time slot is 1 hour, and you're talking to a customer on the phone and you understand this ain't gonna take 1 hour. It's a 4-hour process, and you can book several slots. And also, if you want to give your customer a chance to choose a necessary slot, you can create any form that you wanted.
Got it. That's great. Because I actually had to do this with my dentist, where she said, this is going to take more than 1 hour regular slot, and I only have 2 hour slot next week. So that happens.
That's bad news for both of you.
Can we make a booking for several clients at the same time? Like group training, for example. That's great. Great question.
Yeah, that's interesting idea. Right now, we do not work with this scenario in booking forms. It's a little different scenario that booking forms are regularly working, and it's not that popular. However, again, if we see your feedback, if we see that this instrument deserves these tweaks, we'll definitely work on it. For now, we are not working and not go into this direction with booking forms.
Let us know how many customers you have who need this feature, because it'll help us understand the demand for it. Is booking connected to calendar? So if my employees have booking, will they see it in their calendar?
Yeah, that's a great question. I've actually seen it several times in our chat during our presentation. For now, it won't work this way. For now, booking is not connected to calendars. However, we are going to add this feature in our nearest rollouts. We're already working on it, and I think it's almost done, and you will definitely see this feature work this specific way in our nearest future. Yeah, all right, guys, we are already over the time limit as always. I think it's time for us to finish our presentation. Guys, we are waiting for your feedback. We are waiting for your comments on this release and the features that were presented today.
And on the partner portal, the presentation will be made available to you, so you can show it to your fellow employees and to your customers as well.
Sure.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.